This video is going to demonstrate how to fix problems with the web connector that can occur when you change the computer running QuickBooks. For instance, suppose you get a new laptop and you've got everything set up including QuickBooks, but when you launch the web connector you no longer see the entry for Time-Ade. Then you try to install the QWC file from Time-Ade in the web connector, but you'll get an error. So we'll walk through how that actually can happen to you. So this particular company here has been integrated with the web connector, and we'll see the entry by going to the company preferences, integrated applications, and it's KelsoftTimeAdeQBWS-5. If we look at the web connector, which I need to launch, we'll close this. There's no -5 entered in here anymore. I'll go to Time-Ade and get the QBWC file, or the QWC file, the web connector file, and we'll send it to ourselves like this. You'll get an email like this, and I've already gone ahead and saved this particular attachment to my desktop. Now I'll go back to the web connector and try to install that file that I've saved to the desktop. Here's the file. And I want to create a duplicate application. I don't want to replace the existing ones. I'll click No here. Normally you won't get this. This is only because that message only happens when you have multiple company files and multiple instances of Time-Ade on your machine. So everything looks like it's working just fine until we get this error message here, that we have the QBWC1039 error message, problem adding the application. And that's because we had not removed it completely from the company data file as we saw earlier. So we'll click OK here. And we need to get a tool from Intuit. And the easiest way that I have for you to do that would be to enter in this text into your browser, and that will take you to the support page that talks about the procedure of using the tool and gives you the download link for getting the tool. So we'll go ahead and do that right now. Go to that page. And you type Timeade.com/fix-QBWC. And this is the error that we got before, and this gives us the steps on fixing it. I've already gone ahead and downloaded it, and I've already installed it. So right now, I'm going to pause for a second and launch the tool. I'll click the shortcut, and the tool is now available for us. We'll go ahead and minimize it as they suggest. And next we go to step 5 here. And we've already done this step. We've already got the QWC file for the application. There are a few other things to do though here for Time-Ade, and we'll move to the next slide to show that. So as I said, we got the QWC file. We've done steps 1, 2, 3. We'll go into Time-Ade, and we're also ensure that we're off to a very clean start. We're going to reset the data file path that's stored in Time-Ade. And we do that here, going back to the Time-Ade tab, and go to the QuickBooks settings, click Reset Data File Path, and click Save. And now that is cleared, and it'll be the data file path will be set once we have a successful connection with the new installation of the web connector. Now we're going to go back to the checklist that's provided on this support page. So we've completed step 5, and we'll go to step 6 here, which we already have. Let me change this so we can easily see the page as well as what we're doing in QuickBooks and also the web connector. So the correct QuickBooks file is open. I'm going to look at the integrated applications. Before we do anything else, I would like to remove this application. This is the old application. So now that is out of there. So they tell us to, on step 7 here, make a backup copy of the file. Go ahead and do that. This is a very small data file. It won't take long. Now the next step would bring the QBWC CP3 tool back to the screen, and we will click select file, as they say in step 9, and find our QWC file that we want to install. And actually, in this case, we're removing. It's the same file, demo running, that we saved from our email. And click the remove stamp button, and there's step 10. In QuickBooks, we want to say yes whenever this QuickBooks file is open. This is asking, the application in question here is the QBWC CP3 tool itself, and we need to give it access. And we say continue here. Done. Say take a backup. We've actually already done that. And then we can go ahead and click OK. And now the owner ID has been removed. And all those steps, we are now up to step 16, where we can close the QWC CP3 tool program itself. So we just clear that. And now we're ready to install our existing QWC file back to the WebConnector and restore connectivity with Time-Ade. So go back to the WebConnector here, click Add an Application, go to the desktop, find the QWC file, click Open. Again, we want to create a duplicate application because we're doing a second, or actually a fourth company file in this case. We're authorizing this. Go to QuickBooks and say whenever this company file is open, and click Allow Access to Personal Data. Click the Continue button here, then Done. And now we've reinstalled this particular entry for this company. And we'll now just do a quick sync with Time-Ade and get everything else back where it was initially. So I'll put my admin password in and save it. Select this particular entry, click Update Selected. And then it's running the sync. And at this point, we're done. So we'll go back into Time-Ade and refresh this particular page. And we log out again. I don't think it picked up the I think it picks up the company file on login. Yes, there it is. So everything is back the way you want it. You're on a new computer and you can then move forward. Thank you very much for using Time-Ade, and I hope this video was helpful.